Ace Johnson was once a great detective with the Allen Police Department. His retirement ended his time on the force. Now, he uses his skills to help the powerless. Tune in to each episode as Ace finds love, makes new friends, and brings criminals to justice. Ace Johnson, Episode 3, Who is Johnny Reyes? Developed from the book Ace of Hearts by Gary W. Bryant. Executive Producer, Editor, Studio K. Director, Gary W. Bryant. Music Producer, Jordan Roush. Clarinet Solos, Olivia Uten. Sound Effects, Blake Kraft. In this episode, you will hear the voices of Gary W. Bryant as Ace Johnson, Kristen Duff as Lily Ricotta, Chris Campbell as Lieutenant Hal Spears, Christina Bentley as Kathy Williams, Walt Pennington as Kozlowski, William R. Giles Jr. as Johnny Reyes.
I returned to see Hal the next day at the Allen Police Station, anxious to see what he had on Johnny Reyes. Kozlowski was at the front desk, munching on a donut, which he quickly put down once he noticed me.
Oh, hi, Ace. Do you want me to get Lieutenant Spears for you?
Hi, Kozlowski. Yes, please. As Kozlowski walked to Hal's office, I couldn't help but notice the long, curly paper tail hanging from his belt. Each successive police officer snickered as Kozlowski passed their desk. Finally, Kozlowski passed the desk of Officer Jones, who covered his mouth and winked at me. I remembered Jones from my time on the force. Jones, you haven't changed a bit.
Ace is here to see you.
Kozlowski made the same trip back between the desks, producing the same snickering from the officers he passed. Hal stepped out of his office and noticed the tail attached to Kozlowski.
Come on back, Ace. Kozlowski, for goodness sake, get that thing off your belt. I'm working with a bunch of 3-year-olds.
Huh? Very funny, guys. Which one of y'all did this? Son of... Was this you, Jones? It's about your IQ level. Wait till I get a hold of you.
Play nice, fellas. I see some things haven't changed.
Nope, just like the old days, except it used to be you messing with Jones.
We stepped inside Hal's office. What did you find out about Reyes?
Absolutely nothing. His record is clean. A little too clean.
Interesting. I pondered the possibilities. Why would Reyes whitewash his identity? What was he hiding? Why did he come to Allen? I had a lot of questions, but no answers.
I'm sorry, Ace. I'll keep looking. Maybe I'll turn up something. If I had his fingerprints, it'd be a little easier to track him down. Or his DNA. DNA is everything today.
I appreciate it, Hal. Someone I've grown to care about could be in danger. Let me know if you find anything.
Has he done something?
Not that I know of, but something's very fishy. You know me, Hal. I have a sixth sense when it comes to people.
Yeah, I remember. We could use some more of that around here.
Thanks, Hal. I'll let you get back to work. I know you'll let me know if you find anything.
Sure, Ace. I definitely will. Catch you later.
I passed Kozlowski eating a donut at the front desk. Jones winked at me. I imagined Kozlowski's donut contained a measure of X-Lax, a trick I played on Jones many years earlier. I laughed at the thought my joke had been handed down to a new generation. My thoughts quickly turned to Reyes as I left the police station. I was concerned about Lily and even Rose. If Reyes had something, I would reveal his secret. I looked at my watch. It was 9:35. I was meeting Kathy at 10 o'clock for coffee. I wasn't a big fan of the coffee shop's overpriced designer coffee, but I did look forward to the company. I was nervous. It had been a long time since my last first date, more than 40 years. What would I talk about? I looked in the mirror on my visor before getting out of my car. I wasn't too pleased with what I saw. The man staring back at me had too many wrinkles and bags under his eyes for a first date. I looked through the coffee shop door and was surprised to see Kathy already sitting at a booth. Promptness had never been one of Sally's qualities throughout our marriage. Kathy was dressed in a brightly colored purple dress. She wore a little makeup with perfectly styled hair that she wore down. She looked radiant.
Hello.
Hello, you look fantastic.
Thank you. You look great.
Thank you. She ordered a white mocha latte and I ordered a black coffee. I noticed she seemed nervous as well.
I know you're a widower. Given the time of day, I assume you're retired. Am I right?
Yes,
What did you do before retiring?
I was a police detective.
Oh, how long have you been retired?
5 years.
Did you like it?
Yes?
Did you interrogate people?
You mean like this?
Sorry. Now you know how it feels.
I'll just save you time and give you my life story. I was a police officer for 40 years. If Sally had lived 2 more months, we'd have been married for 40 years, but she died of cancer. She beat it when she was younger, but couldn't beat it a second time. I have a daughter, Anna, 35. She's an attorney in St. Louis. Her husband, John, is also an attorney. They have twin 12-year-old boys, Michael and Daniel. They moved to St. Louis when the boys were small. I'm a deacon at First Baptist Church where I've attended all my life.
Being so far from your daughter and grandsons must be hard.
It's hard. Anna begged me many times to move to St. Louis after Sally died. But Allen has always been my home my entire life. I can't bring myself to leave. My life is here, even though the ones I love are there.
I understand. My husband passed away a couple of years ago. He had a sudden, massive heart attack. I have 2 sons. Gerald is 39, married to Kim, and they have 3 children. A 13-year-old girl named Alice, a 10-year-old boy named Roger, and a 6-year-old boy named Timmy. Gerald lives with his family in Oak Brook, just north of Chicago. He's a CPA. William, or Bill as we call him, is 36. He's been divorced for over 5 years and has a 16-year-old daughter, Rachel. Rachel is a chip off the old block. Like her father, she's a handful. She lives with her mother in Cincinnati. Bill lives in Dayton. He's in sales, though he changes jobs frequently. I'm a member of Second Baptist Church, active in the WMU, and I sing in the choir.
Have you ever considered moving closer to your boys and their families?
I thought about it, but like you, Allen's my home. I went to Lincoln Elementary, Franklin Middle School, and Cobb County High. It would be so hard for me to live anywhere but here. Besides, all of them are so busy that if I moved, I'd just end up by myself in a town where I don't know anyone.
I know what you mean.
Do you ever get lonely? I'm sorry, that's a little too personal.
It's okay. I do get lonely sometimes. Coffee led to an early lunch, then browsing an antique shop next door. Finally, I looked at my watch and realized it was time to meet Lily at the park. Hey, I usually go to the park at the end of the afternoon. The ducks may miss me if I don't show up. Seriously, I have a friend I meet there every afternoon.
So you have another lady you entertain?
I do, actually.
Well, don't let me hold you up.
I meet a 16-year-old girl at the park every afternoon. Well, nearly 16. We've kind of befriended each other. I'd like for you to meet her. She comes to the park to play her clarinet. She reminds me of my daughter when she was her age, and I guess I remind her of her grandfather. I also think she's in some kind of trouble that she hasn't yet told me about. I'd like to help her if I can.
I raised 2 boys, but I have some experience with a 16-year-old granddaughter. If she's a friend of yours, I'd love to meet her.
Okay, I'll drive.
Fine by me. I want to see what you're driving. You can tell a lot about a man by what he drives.
We walked through the parking lot until I spotted a pickup fitted with an extremely high lift kit and oversized tires. It was bright red with orange flames down the side. I walked Kathy to the passenger side and watched her face. As I stretched to reach the door handle, Kathy's face flashed horror. Then she forced a grin and prepared to make the ascent to the cab. And you could tell a lot about a woman by how she accepts a man in the vehicle.
Touché.
I led Kathy around and laughed as I watched her face form an expression of relief. I stopped at my Charger. That one's mine.
Well, I guess you don't like everything slow.
What can I say? I got used to my police car. I like a car with a bit of power. We drove to the park. Once again, I found Lily was already there, but not playing this time. Instead, she sat on the bench, head down, with her clarinet between her legs. She didn't even notice as we approached the bench where she was sitting. Hi, Lily.
Hello?
What's wrong?
Ace, it was awful.
I had not yet introduced Kathy, but it didn't matter. She quickly walked around me and sat on the bench beside Lily, wrapping her arm around the crying girl and pulling her close. Lily buried her face in Kathy's shoulder and sobbed as Kathy loudly stroked her hair. I sat silently next to Kathy as Lily cried out whatever had hurt her. Finally, after several minutes, her crying subsided. She looked up at Kathy for the first time. Even then, Kathy continued to stroke her hair.
Who are you?
My name is Kathy. I'm a friend of Ace. Well, we're getting to be friends anyway.
Thank you. I'm Lily.
You're very welcome.
Kathy's actions touched my heart, as did Lily's acceptance of Kathy. Meanwhile, I wanted to find out what made this poor girl cry. What happened?
Johnny came to our house before Mom left work. I was in the living room on the couch when I heard the door open. I thought it was Mom. Before I knew what was going on, Johnny came at me. He grabbed me and pinned me to the couch.
Did he?
I'm sure he would have. I was drinking tea from a mason jar. I managed to get it and hit him in the head with it as hard as I could. The jar broke on his head. He rolled off onto the floor. I grabbed my clarinet sitting next to the couch and I ran out of the house as fast and hard as I could. I ran all the way here.
I briefly forgot about being a retired police officer. I wanted to find Johnny Reyes and make him pay for what he tried to do to Lily. I also briefly forgot about my age. Kathy came to her senses the quickest.
Lily, you have to report him.
I can't. Mom's so happy. I can't be the one who ruins it for her. I haven't seen her this happy in a long time. She doesn't know what he is because she's so happy she doesn't notice. I can't go back there. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Is there anywhere else you can go? Do you have a friend or relative you can stay with for a while?
I don't have anyone.
Child, you can stay with me if you'd like.
You'd let me stay with you? You don't know me. I could be an axe murderer.
I'll take my chances. You don't look like you could lift a very big axe.
I'm stronger than I look.
So will you stay with me until we figure something out?
Yes. I don't have anything with me except my clarinet. For some reason I grabbed it, I guess out of habit, and because it's important to me. Gives me comfort when I play.
We'll make sure you have everything you need for tonight, won't we, Ace?
Yes, absolutely. We'll make sure. You have a key to your house?
Yes.
Okay, tomorrow when you're sure no one's home, we'll make sure you get some of your clothes. Where are you going to tell your mom?
I don't know.
I'm not in the habit of lying, but I'll make an exception. Is there anyone you could tell your mom you're staying with?
Well, she might believe I would stay with Jennifer if she asked. She doesn't know that me and Jennifer don't talk anymore.
Lily seemed saddened that she had no friends close enough to spend the night with. She took her phone from the back pocket of her jeans and texted her mom. After a couple of minutes of texting, she looked up, seemingly satisfied.
I told her I wanted to stay with a friend for a few days, and I had been kind of bored at home. She didn't like it at first, but she finally said it was okay if I called and checked in every day. I'm glad I didn't have to tell her I was staying with Jennifer. I don't lie to Mom. I didn't want to do that.
I'm sure your mom loves you very much.
I know she does. Things have been hard for her the last few years. I haven't been the perfect daughter either. I wish her boyfriend wasn't.
It'll be okay.
I looked at Kathy with her arm still around Lily. Watching how she comforted Lily made Kathy so attracted to me. She showed such kindness to this child she had just met. I also watched Lily, who seemed so at home with Kathy. It spoke volumes that Lily, who seemed to let almost no one get close, had warmed up to Kathy and trusted her so quickly. Also, Lily revealed so much to me in a short time, producing a feeling of hope that I had not had since before Sally became ill. Now Lily had become the prism to which I could see traits of Kathy I may not have seen for months, if ever. Lily was changing my life. Maybe we better get you settled, Lily. Kathy and I walked up with Lily to my car. Lily seemed surprised as she climbed into the back seat.
You drive a Charger, Ace?
You too? Why is it so hard for you ladies to believe I would drive anything but a golf cart? How old do you think I am? We went to a department store to pick up a few necessary items for Lily, then drove to Kathy's house. A split level with brick covering the outside of the first floor and white siding on the upper level. The yard looked as I imagined, with flowers planted on both sides of the driveway and sidewalk, and even in a planter below the large picture window at the front of the house.
Your house is beautiful.
Thank you.
It certainly looks like I asked the right person about flowers.
I have a few.
A gold-colored frame encased Kathy's red-painted front door. Inside, a large multicolored oriental rug lay on the light-colored hardwood flooring. A dark-colored coffee table sat on the rug in front of a large, comfortable-looking tan leather couch, accented by a decorative throw blanket draped across the back. I could make out a portion of the title and some lyrics from Amazing Grace on the throw blanket. A large Bible sat on the coffee table beside another large untitled book. As if the room couldn't be any cozier, a stone fireplace completed the room with a large TV above the mantel.
Are you too hungry?
Well, it has been a while since I ate.
I'm good.
Make yourself at home, Ace. I'll take Lily into the kitchen and find her something to eat.
I picked up the large book, which turned out to be a photo album. I slowly turned the pages and looked over the photos. I recognized the younger Kathy and assumed the other people in the pictures were Kathy's family. The album included pictures of the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone National Park, and Niagara Falls, boys in Halloween costumes, and what I believe to be Kathy's deceased husband.
Are you looking at those old pictures?
I hope you don't mind. It looked like you were a happy family.
We were, most of the time. We had our share of bad times as well. You won't see the bad times in any of the pictures. I was careful not to capture the bad moments. Sometimes George drank heavily, and he wasn't the same person when he did. He was a sweet man most of the time, very mean when he drank. In his later years, he finally beat the bottle. Those were good years.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's okay. Hey, I almost forgot. My car's still at the coffee shop. Can you take me to get it? Lily's finishing a sandwich, her second. For such a petite young lady, she can put away food.
After telling Lily we'd be gone for a few minutes, we headed to the coffee shop to get Kathy's car. It gave us a chance to talk about Lily and her situation. Lily seemed to relax around you. I don't get the feeling she relaxes around many people. I think that says a lot about you.
Maybe. I know she thinks a lot of you. That says a lot about you.
I need to help her. I talked to my old partner at the police station trying to get more information on the man who attacked Lily tonight. But he couldn't find anything. My old partner, Hal, needs the guy's fingerprints or DNA to dig deeper. I plan to get what Hal needs, and I need your help.
Well, count me in. I want to help her, too.
The next day, I picked up Kathy at her house. We didn't tell Lily where we were going or the plan. I didn't want her to know just yet. I wasn't entirely sure she would approve. I convinced her that Kathy and I intended to have a romantic lunch, and I hoped that would be true. After Kathy ordered DoorDash for Lily, we headed to Charlie's, Johnny Reyes' restaurant. We soon entered a drive next to a big black sign with red lettering, Charlie's. The restaurant was in a large log cabin with wagon wheels on both sides of the concrete sidewalk leading to the door. Ready?
I'm ready. What if we see Lily's mom?
We're just having lunch. I think we'll be okay.
Sounds reasonable. I don't want to be put in a position that requires us to lie to her. I'm not in the habit of doing that.
Me either. I think we can work around it. We'll just have to play it by ear. We have to hope we see Reyes. Inside the restaurant was a no-frills place with sturdy wooden tables and chairs and a concrete floor. It smelled of stale beer from the bar and grease from the kitchen. A hostess, who appeared to be near Lily's age, led us to a table along the wall and handed us menus. A slightly older waitress approached our table. Her hair was platinum blonde with a tinge of pink on the ends. She wore tight blue jeans and a plunging V-neck t-shirt with bright red lettering spelling out Charlie's on the front. I ordered a Pepsi and Kathy a sweet tea. I hear the hamburgers are good here.
The beef should be fresh. They probably slaughtered the cow in the kitchen.
I saw a guy wearing a suit behind the bar. The man appeared to be of average height and medium build with short brown hair and a thin mustache. He wore a gray suit, black shirt, and pink tie. See the guy behind the bar wearing the suit? I bet that's Reyes. I'll ask the waitress when she comes back. The waitress confirmed the man to be Reyes and told me she would send him over to meet us. The waitress took our orders, both cheeseburgers and fries. She stopped to talk to Reyes on the way to the kitchen. He glanced at our table and didn't seem too pleased, but wore a smile by the time he made it to our table. He stuck out his hand as he stood next to me.
Hello, my name's Johnny Reyes, and I am the owner. Is this your first time here?
I had an idea about how to get his fingerprints. I picked up the laminated dessert card from the table and handed it to him. Hello, I'm Ace Johnson. And this is our first time here. I'm looking forward to the burger, but can you give me a dessert recommendation? Reyes looked at the dessert menu as if it were his first time seeing it.
I would recommend the brownie explosion.
Reyes handed the card back to me. I was careful to touch only the end opposite of where Reyes held it. Thank you, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Enjoy the burger.
Reyes walked toward the bar with his back to me. I handed the card to Kathy, careful not to touch the end where Reyes held it. Put this in your purse. At first, Kathy looked confused. Then I pointed to the end of my finger and back to the card. She nodded and opened her purse. I had asked her to bring a large, sealable plastic bag just in case. She carefully placed the card in the plastic bag, sealed it, and placed it inside her purse. The waitress brought her burgers and fries just as Kathy placed her purse back in the seat next to her. To our surprise, the cheeseburgers looked great. Large, cheese oozing over the patties, fresh green lettuce. I quickly took a bite and Kathy followed. This is good.
It really is.
We made short work of the burgers. Detective work makes for an appetite. The waitress brought us the brownie explosion, compliments of Reyes. Each armed with a spoon, we vigorously attacked the dessert, but already full stomachs forced us to raise the white flag. I paid the check and left the waitress a nice tip. Reyes met us at the door as we exited.
How did you like it?
It was great. Thank you for the dessert.
My pleasure. Come back and see us.
I have a feeling you will see us again. I shook Reyes' hand again before we exited the restaurant. Once inside the car, Kathy wondered how this compared to my past detective cases.
Does detective work always come with so much food?
Oh, sometimes there is food and drink involved, but usually stale donuts and pretzels with lukewarm coffee. We wouldn't have fit in the car if we'd eaten like that many times. I'm miserable. I spotted Rose entering the restaurant for her next shift before we left. Evidently, she had not spotted Kathy and me, which was good. I didn't want Reyes to know that I knew Rose and Lily. I waited for her to leave before starting my car. I drove straight to the police station from Charlie's. I wanted to get the possible fingerprints to Hal as quickly as possible. Would you mind waiting out here for me? Hal, Lieutenant Spears, will probably talk a little more freely if it's just the two of us.
Sure, I'll wait. Good luck.
Oh, hi, Ace.
Why are you so happy? Kozlowski put his finger to his lips. He pointed toward Jones, who was staring into his computer monitor. Jones reached for his coffee cup and attempted to lift it from his desk. It wouldn't budge. Kozlowski held up a tube of super glue so only I could see it. You're learning.
I'll, get the lieutenant for you.
Come on back.
I covered my face to hide my laughter as I walked past Jones's desk.
Are they at it again? I might as well be a kindergarten teacher. What brings you in, Ace? You got something for me?
I think so. I think I have Johnny Reyes' fingerprints on this card. Can you check and run them for me?
Sure. I'm curious to see who this guy is. He seems like a ghost.
Great. Can you give me a call if and when you find something?
Will do. Surely we'll turn up something.
We found Lily asleep on the couch. The blanket that had been draped across the back of the couch now stretched across her. Seeing Lily asleep brought back memories of Anna. I looked at Lily, lying there so innocently. I wanted so badly to protect her.
She looks so peaceful.
Thank you for letting her stay here.
My pleasure.
As I drove home, I received a call from Hal.
Well, Ace, we were able to pull a good print from the card you gave me, but we found nothing. There wasn't a matching print anywhere in the system, so we still don't have any information on Johnny Reyes. We don't even know if that's his real name. Sorry. Subscribe to hear Ace Johnson or purchase additional episodes. Will we find out who Johnny Reyes really is? Will Lily extend her stay with Kathy? Ace of Hearts by Gary W. Bryant is available at Amazon.com.